The following video was pre-recorded on twitch.tv/codedman9000. More information on the stream times at the end of the video. Previously on Stone to Space.
For the start of Chapter 3, we went to Kerbal Space Program to learn how to make rockets so that we could explore the stars for a new home. We began playing on career mode while not knowing anything about what we were doing. After doing some research off-stream, we then moved to the science mode with newfound knowledge. We went to both moons, created communication networks, planes, science missions, a space station, and then ended the game by traveling all the way to Duna in the Antari ship.
After arriving at Duna, our ship the Antares fell apart, causing us to land on Duna and mine its resources so that we could fix the Antari ship. We unlocked various buildings, and also different types of science. After fixing everything but scanners on the ship, we then left the planet behind us as we continued to travel in space. Partially during our space flight, we landed on an asteroid. Over the course of a few hundred cycles, we had mined out the asteroid, converting its resources into various things that we needed in order to keep 24 dupes alive. We made a lot of automated machines to take, cool, or convert items into other items. We then turned on a machine that would allow us to take a dive into the dreams of one of our dupes. Hello and welcome to a Twitch Plays Along series called Stone to Space. Today we're in Chapter 3, Space Travel. Today we are playing Vintage Story.
Let's figure out what we're going to do. So in the last stream, we got bees situated. Some of our food is ready to be picked up and used. It looks like the majority of our berries are almost done. They have varying dates. I don't remember what we were doing last. I know we were going back and forth from up here, but I don't remember if we needed to get anything from up here. Who's shooting at me? Ah, I see you. So, I know we were going back and forth from the one ruin and trying to collect everything and bring it back here. I don't remember if we had anything planned after that. So let's take a look at our stuff. We have the quern ready for us to start doing some things. Oh, I remember one thing that we realized. I did not keep the anvil mold. And we need to make an anvil of a bronze in order for us to start doing iron stuff. So we're gonna have to nap another... Where's the clay? We're gonna have to nap another, I'm getting distracted by things not being correct. We have to make another anvil mold. But luckily, I have this set on autofill. So we just have to sit here and hold right mouse button. And it will be done. There is a Tyrant in chat if anyone wants a T-Rex-like dinosaur. I think technically it's modeled after something that's not a T-Rex, but it's something similar. So anyway, how has everyone's Christmas break been? I know today is the last day of the year. I hope some of you have some plans later tonight. If not, it's actually pretty close to 6 p.m. for some people. So that's probably why Gina's not here right away. Alright, and right after we finish this... Do I have a message? No. Right after we finish this, we'll start getting it worked on the kiln, and I think we're still trying to run through all of our tin ingots. So I will run around and try looking for more copper. There is a bunch of copper that is in our large cave. I don't know if I want to go in there or not. We do have a bunch of pickaxes that are thrown around the map, so I think we will grab that before we have to go into our cave system. Alright, we should be going up what I'm considering the neck of the anvil. So we're close to about halfway done. This also does not seem correct. But I'm guessing it's going to get wider in either the next layer or the one after. There we go. But doing alright, surviving work. I actually started playing Vigilstory for the first time with some friends a few days ago. Nice! Came here to see how it's supposed to be played. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be played. We're doing this as part of a story for our channel. I'm also doing this solo. So we're doing a few first-time things. We have to get a bronze anvil in order for us to use iron for the first time. And I'm still getting food set up and ready. We have turnips ready, so I do have some stuff that I can start eating. But I'm going to try and stay away from taking up any of the food for right now. Because I can't replant it right away. I'll explain in a minute when we get over there. Now, with us doing the anvil, we are going to have to make 900 pieces of bronze, or 900 units, in order to fill this. So we're going to have to not make 9 bars of ingots. This goes over here. Nope, goes in the top one. We did collect all the blue clay. I just remembered that. All the blue clay from this one spot next to us. And I need... Why can't I pick this up quickly? I feel like I'm gonna actually destroy it because of how slowly it's breaking. But I didn't. Okay. I want to do it right here. Put that there. Grab the medium fertility. Place that there just in case it starts to rain. And we have everything to do this. Now, we learned previously that if I use planks, I save on sticks. So until you get your first saw, you can't do it this way. You have to use sticks. But I think it's good to, Is that saying to add coal? No, it says to add firewood. But we could use coal. Where's the closest source of peat? Clay, 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 clay. Peat? I think that's peat, I'm not sure. We gotta fill in most of this hole too. Peat is on the side of this hill, if I am correct. Although all I see is forest wood. Oh, hello, fruit tree. I keep forgetting that's up here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing on the map is forest floor, not peat. But there is peat right here. If I grab, let's grab 8 pieces. Oh, that was an exact amount. Look at that. Because I don't know how much peat I'm going to need. We also got to finish our tunnel, make it look a little bit better than that. But that could wait until we finish the town. And what we're going to do with this hull is we're going to fill it in with low fertility soil. And then I'll come back later on and fill it with high fertility later. Okay, so we only need 4. Ooh, I can stack that on the ground though. And it is shift and control at the same time for that. Alright, so let's start getting this cooking. Awesome. I was still expecting that not to work. And then what were we gonna do? Uh-oh. It's still spreading. So fire from a pit kiln can spread 2 blocks wide. I thought it was only 1 block, that's why I destroyed the grass that was on this block. That's good to keep in mind. So I guess it's in a diamond. So it's 1 block diagonal, because otherwise, if it was 2 blocks, it would turn this on fire, but it's not. Okay. We were trying to get plaster for this. And I forget why we didn't do that. There was a thing that we don't have. Quicklime. We need marble or limestone in order to do that. We also needed to grind some flint down for fire clay so that we can start cooking our iron. Let's get that going. Now I don't have any how do I put stuff in here? There we go. I was clicking on the wrong spot. We don't have the anvil. No, where am I going with? I already lost my train of thought. Is it? Do I have to shift? Oh, what is going on? No. What's going on here? Oh, it smelts into calcined flint, and then I cook it, or grind it down. Okay, this out of there. In order for us to use our iron, we need fire clay to make the forge system for that. Alright, and I think I'll just grab one of these guys and put that in there. That should be good enough. So I think while that's cooking up, you know what? I don't care if we waste it. Let's grab the rest of the peat from that spot. And I saw something dark right here. Just a shadow. So this is granite. We need to find something that has an even whiter stone area so that we can get limestone. We did find chalk. I don't think that's going to work. That's still granite. I thought maybe there might be limestone over here. That's dirt. You know what? I'll dig it up. And then it looks like we're going to have to get rid of the leaves here so I can see what I'm doing. Now we did find out that the axe takes away the leaves very quickly, but it also uses the axe's durability, so I was trying to avoid doing that for the longest time. But I think we're at the point where we can just make axes and kind of waste them if we need to. So we are going to pick up all this peat, and hopefully when we get back, the flint is done cooking. There is a lot of peat here, apparently. I was expecting a deposit, but not this much. It goes even a 4th block down? Jeez. No wonder I saw people using this a lot in the when I played the last server I was on. Oh, and it expands way out here. Oh. See, now I saw what I thought was 2 different deposits right here. Okay, this makes sense on why it goes down 4 blocks. Because this portion is on a higher level. Luckily, we can stack this up in a pile. Let's just get rid of all the leaves. So I can see what I'm doing. It should be everything that's on peat. Maybe these. That's pretty much it. Alright, let's go check on the flint, and then we can come back for this afterwards. We do have a few stacks. There's going to be some in my inventory that we didn't have enough room for. We'll also drop off these 3 pieces of dirt in the hole. so we are going to keep a road going through here. So I don't want to go higher than this point. I also don't want to block myself from getting up out of there. Alright, this looks like it's done. It is not. How high does that have to be? 1,000! This doesn't reach 1,000. We need charcoal for that. Charcoal's out here. One of these has charcoal in it. I think it's over here. We'll grab a whole stack. We don't need a whole stack. We probably only need like 4 or 5. So I'll just do that. Peat, we're gonna toss right here. I'll just let it keep going until we run out. Maybe not. We can't put more there. That's because we don't have more. Okay, this still has 13 more minutes. This is still getting hot. That's still getting hot. Alright, what we need cast iron flint for is fire clay. You can find fire clay, it is rare, or you can create it by mixing the 2 different clays together. I don't need both clays? What? The last time I looked, they didn't have these 2 pieces here. Okay, so fire clay now is just clay mixed with cast iron flint. Oh, this is powdered cast iron flint, so you have to grind the flint that we cook. So you cook flint down, then you grind it in a quern, then you get the part that's used for fire clay. Okay, it is going to cook very quickly because this is going to be getting it hotter than it needs to be. So I think we only need 2 more pieces. We might need a 3rd, but I'm not sure about that. Because the temperature of the flint is still rising. It's rising slower than the charcoal temperature is, but it is still rising. The hotter it gets, the faster it cooks. So while we're waiting for this to cook, because I don't want to waste charcoal if we don't need to, we're going to need more in there. We might not, actually. I'm keeping an eye on if we get close to halfway done, which we are halfway done now, so we don't need another piece of charcoal. There's a chat on in chat if anyone wants a gimmick Pokemon. So in the game that it first came out on was the first Nintendo handheld console that had a microphone added to it. So you were able to use the microphone on that DS and say something, and then when Chatot would use chatter, it would say whatever you said into the mic. Of course, that turned into, you know, kids doing bad words and stuff like that, but... Now, this is going to probably get cold as it cooks the last one, but hopefully this stays hot enough as it cooks the last one. Otherwise, we're going to have to put in another piece. So this is cooling down. This should start cooling down. Or not. Okay, that works. Okay, now I want to keep this in here just so I know where it is. And now we put all this in here. And then all I have to do is hold right click. As I said before, you can automate this. Do I need to fire Fire clay bricks. I might need to. I don't actually remember. Welcome in, Gino. Gino, you weren't here to tell me that the microphone wasn't on. I don't know if you can see that far back in the chat. Oops. Okay, so how I originally was told to do this, which gives an importance to blue clay, is that you would need 4 pieces of red clay, 4 pieces of blue clay, 1 piece of cast iron flint, and that gives you 8 pieces of clay, 1 per piece of clay you added in. But now apparently you can do it with just 1 type of clay or the other, and still get the same amount. So that's the whole reason why I was trying to find blue clay for a while. Was just because I was originally told I could only do it like this. So now we are only going to use blue clay for decoration purposes. Because I think the blue clay looks good on a lot of things. Oh, I still have more. Okay, that's all the red clay that I have right now. So then we take this and we have to make bricks out of it, I'm pretty sure. I think it's called bloomery? Yes. Bloomery takes 8 pieces. Chimney takes 4, so we need a total of 12 for 1 bloomery. They're both made out of fire clay bricks. Which is something I don't see in here. So I'm looking at the name, I'm not actually looking at the picture I'm hovering over. How do you make bricks? Oh, it's as easy as that. So we made 10 bricks. That's not enough to even make 1 bloomery, so we're definitely not gonna have to, What happened? I think the game broke. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, so we're gonna need more red clay, which luckily we have right here. Actually, we were trying to cut this back. You know what? I was thinking off stream about this, and we have 4 different plots for making our vegetables. I was thinking that maybe we should have 4 different plots for grain. And there is quite a lot of grain. So we have sunflowers. Sunflowers I think are just... I don't think we can make anything with sunflowers. What is amaranth? It looks like it's a spice more than it is a bread type thing. So spelt is... Can you tell me what type of plant spelt is? No. Okay, then we have to look at this. Over here. Flax is K. Spelt is N. We don't have a grain for P? There's gotta be a grain for P. Actually, we probably have... Did I drop something? No. We should have 2 different things over here. Spelt and something. Spelt and rye are both N. Spelt, rye, flax was over here. Oh, wrong one. over here. I could have sworn that I had rice as well. Oh, here's rice. So spelt and rice are the same thing. Flax and rice, I mean. Rye and spelt are the same. Flax and rice are the same. Amaranth could be pea. Sunflowers could be pea. Actually, this does say amaranth bread and sunflower bread, so they could be both pea. So we might want 4 plots. And I'm just taking a look at the land to see what would be the easiest. Because this is all one layer lower than the dirt that we have now, so we would have to build that up, which means I would have to get more medium fertility soils specifically for the plot. We could dig over this way and put in another 4 here, which would already be on medium fertility for most of it. It would require us to move the bees, which wouldn't be too difficult. I know we have a cave below us, but I keep thinking I'm hearing the monsters above ground. Another reason why I was trying to avoid doing it here is because I wanted to put the animals in here. But I guess we could move them further over. It would cut into the red clay, which we were thinking about getting anyway. So let's figure out land for more of this. How long is this anyway? If I go right here. We're at 363. And this ends at 378, so that's 15 blocks. So if I go down every 15 blocks, 363 minus 15. Actually, I should do 16 for the separation block. We need to go all the way. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. All the way down to 347? Seven is right here. This is the separation. And then another 16 would be the end of the whole entire area, which leads us at 331. So I need to both get rid of all of these leaves and dig out the red clay that's right here. Okay, and this pretty much goes into fire or red clay. What was it? 331 is still further than expected. 31. This right here is the end of our entire farm area, which is 1 block too low. Alright, let's get rid of all these leaves. Now I'm doing 1 block over to the left, well now our right, just so that we can see a little better. There is a sapling that I placed down thinking that we weren't going to need it. Or thinking that it wouldn't be in the way, I mean. Alright. Get rid of all these. Don't like the height on this, it makes it look weird. should I do the same here? I think I should. Get rid of one extra block. Cut these back down. Alright. Then we just have the stuff that's on this hill. No, we are most definitely going to have to make another shovel before this is all done. We also get the vines that I don't need, so I'm just going to throw them out over here. Fire clay goes even higher. Or not fire clay, red clay. Okay. Grab those berries so I have a little thing to eat. Have these gotten close to making honey? It will say how long. One more day. And that's just due to how many flowers they have for making honey. I had a feeling that we had an odd number. Alright, let's dig down the layer right here. Did I already cut through here? I did not. Luckily, there's not much dirt to cut down there. So now that we're doing another 4 plots, that does mean that we can switch our vegetables and our grains back and forth. They don't have to stay in the same 4 plots, so long as the dirt that we put them on has the nutrients for them. That is a new birch tree. So I wonder if when a tree gets grown on its own, if it has a chance to grow a sapling right next to it and kind of start forest by itself. This must have been left over from the hill that was here. Otherwise there wouldn't be low fertility soil here. Luckily the top layer of the ground over here is high, medium fertility. Oh, there goes our shovel. Since there's only 2 pieces left, I'll use my hands. Alright, now over here, we're gonna have to extend our road. It's gonna cut into the river a little bit, or the little lake that we have here. Which looks like it has 2 different color water, but it isn't actually. Why is there a tiny amount of peat right here? So 331. Let's do it this way. We're just going to use our hands to cut through everything that we run into over here. It's 32. This is 331, which is the edge of our farm. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the edge of the water. Let's just get rid of all the grass in between. Get rid of all the leaves in between. All of these leaves. This small amount of grass and decoration. And then in terms of farmland, I'm not going to get rid of the grass, but I do want to chop back the leaves. Okay, this is 31. We want to get rid of these as well. Oh, hello, lowered ground. Okay, this fern can stay there so long as it's not on here, which it isn't. And then we need to cut down the trees that are right here. Can't pick up because my inventory's full. We really need that flax to grow a little bit faster so that I can get 4 more inventory slots before we get into leather. Is there like a red moon or something? We have a lot of medium fertility. Okay. We were going to try and make the rest of our fire clay. Oh, that took all of it. Okay. And I immediately used it for bricks. That makes sense. Okay, so we have enough to make at least 1 bloomery. Oh, we have to fire them like I thought. Okay. We have a lot of sticks. Can I place sticks down on the ground like I wanted to? I can, but it looks like it has to be outside on grass. So does that mean I could put these out here? Yes. Okay. Does that mean I could put grass out here? Because we couldn't figure out how to do that earlier. No, I still can't. But I've seen people do that. I don't know how to explain that, chat. Oh, that's right, we do have saltpeter for salt. And a little bit more sticks. Why can't I put more on this? I can go in there. We do have more trees we can place down. I don't want a tree right there. Let's put trees out this way. Yeah, right there. Alright, now let's figure out where we're going to move everything. So this is where this farm plot starts. We put the torches in our offhand. We need another shovel. Can I put this here? I can. Welcome in, Ian's mod. Welcome back. Came in here for a shovel. Do we need to make any other tools? We're gonna have to check our inventory. I also think I have some tools in here. So I have another hammer. We have the scythe in there. We have 3 picks, an extra spear. We have a copper scythe that we picked up from somewhere. We have 2 knives. We don't have another axe, so we could make 2 shovels and an axe. And I guess a prospecting pick? Just so that we use all 4 ingots. I am doing well. How are you doing today? Oh, I was trying to get that in my offhand. I forgot that I had to press X. And since we're inside, I don't actually think I need to hold that out. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that to get ready. I'm gonna need this. Throw that up there. I'm gonna need that. And I feel like I can place this right here without having it on the tool shelf. And I put the scythe out there. It's another large item. Oh, I can. Ah, but you can only put 2 tools in one spot. Okay. This will go somewhere where I'm not going to forget where it is. Right there. That gives us more room to put small stuff. So if I grab this and just place it there. Same with this knife. Oh, that had the sword. Where'd it go? Chat. Oh, it's in my 4th one. I was expecting it to jump over to the other spot. Okay. I already forgot what we were gonna make. Axe is one of them. Axe, prospecting pick, 2 shovels, I think. You're amazed at how beautiful my house is? I did not make the house. This is actually a ruin. I think it's part of the Better Ruins mod. Since I don't know every ruin in vanilla, I don't actually know if it is. We are going to be editing it soon. I have to find limestone somewhere. So that we can make plaster to change the walls out. And shovels are right here. In vanilla, there are real ruins. You can't see much of the shape. Ah, that makes more sense. Yeah, we found this village very close to spawn. I'll actually show you where spawn is in a moment. But we ran completely around it, not noticing it, and then we came back to go south, and we ran into this on our way to go find somewhere where there's going to be a warmer climate during this winter. So our spawn is actually right over here. What is this? Oh, right, I marked where Larch was. The majority of this should be granite stone. This could be lime, but it could also be the same thing. I know all this is gravel. I'm looking at the sand colors. Actually, even this gravel looks the same as the gravel over there. I don't know. We need to find lime somewhere. Oh, that's right, Gino! I completely forgot about the crown. Now, there are a few things. You know, let's pause the game for a second. Talk about what I have been forgetting. I have had a new crown for about 2 weeks now, and because of the holidays being Christmas last Thursday, I completely forgot to show off the new crown. So, Burger King, as we all know, is my favorite fast food restaurant. And on Wednesdays, I wear the crown of Burger King. And they are doing a promotion for a new SpongeBob movie where it's an animated clay-like show now instead of the normal drawn animations. So I have a crown with just SpongeBob on it. There is another crown with more of the characters, but this one just has SpongeBob. So that's our crown for today. Well, until there's a new one at least. Or I get the other version of it. You're a huge SpongeBob fan? I used to be. I haven't watched it in a while. I switched to Cartoon Network at some point. And never went back to Nickelodeon. Another thing is, last Friday, being the day after Christmas, was our anniversary for Stone to Space, and I did nothing for it. So what we're going to be doing on Friday is something I should probably wait until the ads are done. So I'm going to wait for the ads, and then we'll talk about this again. I know Gino's still here, but looking at my subscriber amount, we are missing a few people. At your work, everyone has a SpongeBob nickname? That's not what I meant to throw in there. But I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. We have all these now. We can go back in here. Put them on the wall where we're actually running out of space. Axe. Prospect. Shovel. I guess I can put the shovels with the scythe here. Because that's a full shelf here. I could take this and actually use it instead of the knife. That leaves a space for this axe. Shovel with the scythe. We're probably going to break this scythe. No, wait, no, I'm thinking of a hoe. Which is here. We should have made hoes. Because that one hoe is not going to do much. It only has 4 durability. I'm going to put this in here. I don't know where else to put it. I'm going to move a few things around. Just so that we keep our chest looking a little bit neat. And let's go back out and do a little bit more stuff out here. Okay, so right here we're gonna go 2 blocks over, 2 blocks in. That's where our first shovel goes. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the separation thing made me think I was doing it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 would be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I did that right, there are 3 boxes. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that brings us back to our corner if we kept going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all 9 of those spots get filled with water. Alright, let's continue this way. If we go 6 blocks, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put over 1. That's more granite. Wait a second. One, 2. I should have went in 3. Okay, all these have to get moved over 1. Which is probably going to cause an issue with the bees. I don't want to move the skeps. I'm okay with moving the flowers. I don't want to move the skep. Okay, that should bring us back. And then we have these. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. It's going this way. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, then we have to find the middle one, which actually doesn't line up with the skep either way. So we lucked out on that. I thought for sure with having 6 skeps that I would have had to dig underneath one or something. Alright, let's keep going then. This should now be at the correct spot. 1, 2, 3. It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right on the stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the middle piece. Now this is on stone, so that means the majority of this is low fertility soil. So we're gonna have to deal with that soon. 1, 2, 3. This is separation. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this clay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that tree's on the separation. Nice. No, it's not. It's on a farm plot. We're gonna have to move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we turn in, do the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's this plot ready. So long as we move dirt afterwards. And there's a... Since when was there 2 seeds placed down? Anyway, this is the edge. So 1, 2, 3 is the separation. 1, 2, 3. And I don't think it's nighttime anymore. So we don't need our torches out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then if we go 3 more blocks, it should be no grass. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that's a separation. There should be grass there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was the middle point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the middle of this plot. And that is all for the water, which I don't know where I put it. I think I might have left it in a ruin, which is probably what we were going back and forth from. Down, it would be in with my metals. Yeah, I left our, bucket over at the ruin. We're gonna have to go back to the ruin and get some stuff from it. I didn't want to walk around. So that means low fertility is here. Can't use these other than decoration. Hence the reason that I need to use a pickaxe compared to an axe. Okay, so this is going to be medium fertility. And these go right there. That looks a little creepy. Let's fill in a layer here before we leave. Probably going to need more dirt than I currently have in my hand. We're probably going to have to dig out that stone that's right there, seeing how it's a collapsed ruined portion. Oh, I actually grabbed out more dirt than I thought I needed. Okay, I highly doubt that's part of the road. Where did we cut out the road? Okay, 378 and 373, or 374. 378. Okay, so all of this gets filled in. Okay, and then 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the road. Now, I don't know how the road's going to connect in, so we're just going to make it come out straight for right now. And then we'll worry about curving it later on when we actually get around to making the roads. Should have one more in. I don't. Okay. We'll leave it like that. Let's head over to the ruin, which I don't think I have marked anymore. So I have to try and remember where the ruin is. This is the initial one. Should be this pickaxe, which is probably the one that's still lit up on my hotbar. So on the way, we do still need to get copper. So you know what? I'm going to mark every copper pick on the way. We're not going to get all of this copper because that's going to fill our inventory. And the one that I want to go to first is going to be a blue pick now. I'm going to sneeze, I think. I sneezed so hard. The crown tilted. What is that? Never saw that animal. Is that a deer? Like a fawn or something? I've never noticed an animal like that. And just like every time we come back here, I check all the pine trees for resin. Because we do keep finding more pine trees with resin as we go. Hello, Botorn. Oh, here's our bees. Here's the cattails. I could have sworn I saw resin on the side of a pine tree there, but I didn't. That is resin. We already know about this one. I do have a mod that shows resin on every face of the tree. For those that don't already know. So we don't have to worry about what side of the tree I'm looking at. Let's grab some more turnips here. This one I should be able to eat. Get a little bit of saturation. That's why I came this way specifically. So I can try and find new food. We do have a little bit of berries. Anything promising? Not that I can see. We're not going in a cave right now. We already know about that one. Not seeing any more... Oh, here's something. Some more flax. And I think this is rye. Yeah, I'm starting to be able to tell the difference between the grain plants. We are running out of space. We might start dropping grain again on the ground. Hello, little fox. Okay, we're back to the ruin, where I think I have everything stashed away. There's a crop right here. Parsnips. The only reason we didn't get that has to be because we didn't have space in our inventory. There's no reason why we've gone back and forth from here multiple times and not had that. Well, hello, big cave that I never noticed. Is that zinc? This area has so much ore. Get down here, we have a vessel. There's our bucket, as I expected. What's the most important to take back? We can leave the grain down here. This should be considered somewhat close to... Oh, that takes years. Never mind. We definitely can leave them here. This actually isn't needed. Just add that to the collection. In a lore book, I'm pretty sure we read. Yeah, we read this. And I don't keep the books. Did we grab everything from down here? I don't remember. Pile of junk metal. Looks like we got everything. Unless there's something underneath the gravel. But there isn't. Let's put this right there. And I grabbed that and placed back in. This 100% is a better ruin. Or from the mod, I mean. Let's grab these 3. I can... I think I just want to leave all this stuff here and take the vessel. We don't really need those 2 things. Can I get up? There we go. Alright, so we have everything here. We don't have room for the copper that's right here. Is that a food? No, that's a fern. We have parsnips, which I think we're growing, but I don't remember. So hopefully I don't find a thing of food that we don't already have in our inventory. I already see something over here. Hopefully this is rye. I see even more. No, this is spelt. Don't have anything I can throw. We're gonna leave the spelt here. You know what? Let's do something even better and smarter. do that. Okay, this is flax, I think. Yep. We didn't get a single seed from that. That is ironic. What's this? We have spelt, right? Rye and flax. We do not have spelt. That's right, because I just put it right there. That leaf right there looked like a ruin for a moment. That 100% is a ruin. That is a big thing. Have I been there? It's gotta be whatever this is. I'm getting distracted. What's this? That's rye. We have rye in our pocket. Any more? Right here? I am keeping an eye out for a bunch of different things. Copper on the ground. Anything food related. We've been here before. Or we've been one that's similar. This is a trader. Pretty sure we already talked to him. Grab the rye that's right here. Oh, we got a lot of seeds from that. Alright, where is the door to this guy's place? Yeah, we've been here. We left the door wide open. Hello, Roy. What do you have to trade in here? You are a clothes guy. And you take bronze stuff that I don't have. I don't have this kind of bronze. I do have tin bonds, but I don't have that. Rough diamond. You do have some cool clothing, metal parts, and a painting I don't have. Messenger saddle basket. Squire saddle blanket. A scroll. We're not gonna grab any of that. I'm looking for any runes before we leave. What is that in the corner of the screen? Nothing. Alright, let's go back home. There are a lot of stones out here. And none of them are copper. That is strange to me. There's another trader. Oh, didn't mean to drop that. There's another trader over here. I was looking at our map to see if we've been this far, but it looks like we haven't. Here's a grain. Oh, it's more spelt. Here's some copper. That's probably going to be a very small deposit since there's only one piece visible above ground. Okay, so this is a trader we've never seen before. What's your name? Your name is Jasper. Oh, we can give you vessels. How do you pick up a cracked vessel? Hot ash. That's used to increase the fertilization of one thing. Alum chunk? Not interested in anything he has now. Alright, let's go to wherever that is not. We're gonna go over to this dot that I marked on the map a long time ago and see what's over here. If I'm right, that should be the hill that our house is on. And what I'm running to could be blue clay. More rye. Tall birch tree. Oh, it's fire clay. Alright. On the map, I'm not seeing anything else of interest to go to. So let's head home. Oh, more copper. And carrots. A lot of carrots, too. I do occasionally jump just to see if I can see food farther away, like right there. I think that's food. Could be a flower. It's definitely food. It's rye. Oh, that's spelt. Oh, here's a ruin. I didn't even notice it. Oh, we've seen this. We've been out this way before. Okay, so what I learned previously is that for the ruins that are not from better ruins, they may look like they have nothing, but if you dig underneath them a little bit, you can find stuff. Now, someone did tell me this in chat. So there could be a hidden vessel somewhere in here. It's not guaranteed, though. Where'd that come from? Planted birch seed. Okay, this looks like there's nothing here. So I'm gonna be nice and replace everything. Just in case. Mine that too. Same thing for these two. You know what? And just to make sure. I mean, we were here before, so we probably got a vessel if there was one. I doubt it would be under the dirt. Alright, continue heading home. Hello, little pond in the bottom of a mountain. Very small cave right there. I am trying to keep a lookout for a large flint deposit. Oh, hello, large cave. That might join up with our cave. That's underneath our city. 'Cause I don't think we explored everything before we gave up on looking underground. We would have definitely went to the ruin that I see in front of us. That small one right there. Because I remember we visited that trader right there. Is that copper or mushrooms? That's mushrooms. There's just so much red clay. I think... And there's copper. That might join up with the copper that's somewhere over here, but below the ground. In the cave. Okay, we're back home. We have our water. N, P, K, N. This goes here. N, N, and K. This is N. Which makes sense because we have turnips here. Okay. K is not right here. This is P. Let's add the parsnips. And over here is the one that we want. Okay, so it looks like the one that we're getting the most is this plot. And then we're sometimes getting the other two. Alright, and we went back for the bucket just so that I could start filling these in. Well, didn't mean to put it there. Surprisingly, and I did nothing to the bees. Oh, I also didn't place it down right. Okay, that should be 2 of the 4. That's 3. And that's the last one. Now we get the luxury of trying to figure out how much of this is low fertility and how much is medium fertility. I think a majority of it should be medium fertility, except for in this area. Because that's where the hill was. You can tell by the words up top. So if I continue... Probably easiest just going and digging out low fertility area. That's low, medium, medium, low. Okay, this would be the separation. That said low. Low, medium. This is a separation one. Low fertility. Medium, low, medium, medium. this makes sense that it extends this far, because it should go almost all the way to our other crops. Oh, I dug out some medium. Doesn't matter, we just replace it. Medium, medium. Oh, low. Medium, medium. Medium. Okay, then we get to over here. And that we should be able to pick up and plant somewhere else. Let's actually plant it right in our separation area. And there are drifters in this house. Oh, this is close quarter. Okay. Get them out of here. Trying to hit them without them being able to hit me. Okay, can we use this to slice them? No. We need to use our knife for that. We're trying to get a couple more temple gears so that we can fix the translocator. So arguably I should be chopping up the bow horns, but I don't really want to. Alright, back to digging this out. Let's put this in our offhand again. And that's not the first one, this is the first one. Okay. Let's keep digging this out, try and get this whole plot area done. Oh, that was medium. And it goes back to low fertility right after. Okay. That's medium. Medium. Low. Somehow goes back to medium. Alright, and then we have all of this area. And that's medium. There shouldn't be anything medium fertility in here except for the spot that we messed up, which I think was in a different area anyway. So it should just be all low fertility soil. So we are going to need to dig somewhere for a lot more medium fertility so we can fill this in. Alright, let's pick up all the dirt. Should probably get all this clay out of here too. Oh, I didn't realize there was even more. I thought I got it all. Medium. Medium. That definitely is medium, I can tell the difference. That's low, medium, medium. This is all low. That's medium. Is there anything else that's low fertility out here? Or is this where it all became medium? Looks like that's where it all became medium. Let's finish digging this out. And then that's the end of that. Yeah, this is the end of the farm. So this can be filled back in with low fertility soil because it's not being ranched or tilled, I mean. This whole area should be medium fertility because there's nothing, I don't think we dug anything out from the top of that. If I just go here, we'll drop off all of this. Go back for the clay. Okay, then most of this is probably going to be low fertility. Because this is also where the hill was. The hill went almost all the way over to here. As you could tell by this saying medium fertility and being cut out. A little bit was replaced in here. Those carrots are done. No, they're not. They're almost done. 15 more minutes. We definitely need to light up our town area here. We also have the anvil mold again. So now we just need enough copper to make 9 ingots of bronze. Or hold 20 and we switch out some of it for ingots. That's an aged torch holder. I want this right here. This can go in here with the rest. And that still has the modded stuff. Let's put some of these outside, actually. So if I go like this... we can at least light up an area around us so I can see when things are going to shoot at us. You guys are over here somewhere. Okay. I can't place these torch holders on things that aren't a full block. But I can at least make it so I can see different things a little bit easier. One right here. I guess one will go right here. And then we'll put one right outside the farmhouse. Not right there, though. We'll put it on top of the door. Make it look a little nicer. Alright, that makes this look a little bit more lively. We're obviously not going to keep these there forever. At some point we're going to have lanterns like this. We're going to have to figure out how to fix them. Right, we also have the vase and the wrench. Who is making noises outside my house? What do you sound? Oh, you're right there. And I hear a spider. Or a shiver. There you are. Should be using this rune thing. Alright, let's see if we can get some temple gear from this. The other one, right here. Oh, we got nothing. That's okay. Rock I want to put away, though. I want to put it away, not take it out. Alright, back to over here. Majority of this is going to be dug out, for sure. Low fertility right here in this corner. Medium. Low. Medium. That was medium. Medium, low, 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 medium, low, medium, low, low. I think we found where it cuts out. Oh, maybe not. That was medium. Oh, that was one that I placed there. Hold on. We're also to the edge of this one, so it won't matter. Okay, then everything else in here I should be digging out. That brings us back to this water. Oh, which means that I cut through one tile too far. And then we have to just take out everything that's inside this cut area. Which is probably a lot more than I think it is. It's a little bit less than I think it was. Now hopefully the stuff underneath here is all medium fertility, so that when I go to move the bees, I don't have to replace it later. I want to grab as much medium fertility soil as I can. Which is only almost 3 stacks. I'm going to fill in this area. There is a way to make the fertility install change, but I don't have the ability to do that yet. I don't have the stuff required to do it. Hopefully when I plow some of these, they don't end up being low fertility. One, 2, 3. I'm trying to do this so that we don't hear the running water noise. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Fill in all this. And all of this. And we're on our last stack of this. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So we definitely need to get more if we want to fill this all in. Okay, let's go back and dig out the rest of this then, I guess. Because I don't know what else to do before we get the medium fertility soil. Oh, cave opening. And I snuffed out my torches. I can't see what I'm doing here. Can I get out? Okay. I did a bad thing. Please tell me you're not going to open that door. Yeah, I knew it. Switch tools. Why was I stuck on one? So I don't know if that hole in the dirt was from us previously in the cave or something, looking for an ore. We're gonna go back down in there. I just want to mark where it was. It was right there where there's a hole in the dirt, or in the stone. That won't be too difficult to find later. So if we get all this out, we'll go back down into that small cave that we just found and see if it leads to the other cave. After that, we'll go and explore a little bit. Or not explore, go and dig out some medium fertility soil so we can place it in the rest of the farms. Alright, so come over here. Stand here. We're gonna dig this down. Because that just looks like a place that I've been already. And if I do that, we can see into the cave more. It's actually starting to look like just cave generation. And I'm making a way out, or wait for the water to be here and us not snuff out the torch. Alright, let's go exploring. I'm pretty sure this leads to our cave. And we're gonna have to make a staircase down there. Which I'm gonna do from right here. if we turn from here, that should be the edge. Nothing. Yeah, this definitely leads into our main area. Oh, it's right next to a ruin. We know where we are. Maybe not, because this is new stuff. Got some gears. That's a lot of gears. More barrels with some sticks. That's odd. Rye seeds. Firewood. Just keeping an eye to make sure that we're not getting anything. If I just take all of this stuff. Fix the headphones. Are any of these axe? Oh, they all are. So we can actually use these again. Okay, so this is probably part of Better Ruins. That's ruin tools. That's not a thing I can take. Nothing of use there. Don't want the gravel. I'm gonna guess that this leads into our thing. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. I can deal with the drifter, but not you. And I see a way out. Okay, so we came from above us here. I do have a little bit of dirt that I can mark the area out. So it looks like we're going this way. This leads to an opening. We could also just go towards the light to get out of here. What is over this way except for the stupid thing I don't want? More tin, because we need more. End of a cave. Ah! What hit me? What hit me? That was weird. And there's nothing right here. Really? Alright, I'm curious to know why I'm hearing water. Hearing it from this way. Luckily, if we die, we're right next to home. Is it down? No. Oh, there it is. No. That was just shadow. Is it this way, maybe? It definitely sounds like it's to our right. Now it's to the left. Oh, what if it's above us? Nope. And this is all granite, so I'm just gonna toss that. Hello. We found it. That's a locust nest. And that is all open to sunlight. We're gonna Can't get me. Alright, I'm gonna use this to try and kill him. And he killed me with one shot. I definitely want to get this iron system going so that we can start defending ourselves. I don't know where we're fighting everything right now. You can go in there. Rye is going to get placed down. So are these. This can go there. That's regular firewood, so I'm going to keep that on me. We're going to place these out here. Not like that. I'll just continue going this way, I guess. Alright, rye is N. Oh, I also forgot a while ago when we were talking during the break. I said that I was going to wait until everyone came back from the break before I finished off the sentence. But since we did not do anything for our anniversary for Stone to Space, the day after Christmas, we're going to do a 12-hour stream in 2 days on Friday, where the majority of it we play Vintage Story, and we're going to try to get a few episodes done all in one stream. I should be able to just pick this up. And then we can put it back down, I think. Use this to pick it up. That gives us some cone. We can place this back. And then this just gets put back in our storage. Alright, let's find where that cave entrance was. So I'm curious to see why we had a cave entrance to something leading into a locust nest. It would be somewhere over here. That's a rabbit. That looks like a rooster, though. It is a rooster. How did that locust nest have sunlight? Because we're too far away from right here. It also doesn't even link up to this. Oh, right here, maybe? Oh, no. It is from right here. Should we try our luck? I think we try. I think we don't try. I think we run. Wait, we've been here. We've been here. We've been here. I remember this locust, I think. Wait, no, we marked where the other locust nest was. We put crossbones right here. That's not the same locust nest. Okay. This I'm gonna make red just like the other one. This one we can get rid of. So somewhere over here is a cave opening that's hidden in grass. Alright, I want to take all of these and see how many I can fire at once. Apparently I can do that many at once. Can only fire up to 12 at once. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We need 16 pieces. And then, because I have the wood, oh, I'm holding the wrong thing. This goes right there. That got snuffed out, that's fine. We'll just relight it. Alright, then I have one more piece of firewood. I'm just gonna place it down. I got nothing else to use for it. And what we were gonna do was get more dirt. And I think what I'm gonna do is actually get copper so we can finish up iron. So I'm gonna go to the little bit of copper that we found right out here over yonder. I wonder if that cave entrance leads to the copper that we have as a dig area instead of copper bits. It does, look at that, and we also get some drifter friends. Stay away from me. Oh. I knew you were gonna try to shoot me. Where'd that third drifter go? You're somewhere near me, I hear you. There you are. I see a color down here. Why are you not doing anything? Oh, that's what the color is. So this is the entrance to our main area. As you can tell, we lit it up quite well. We actually could put a little bit more in here. That we did something down there. I think that might have been to the iron. And if we had come this way, we would have been able to get the copper that's right here. But that isn't that node. So that on the minimap, the ladder icon has to be a different copper node than this one. Did I pick up that copper? I did not. Where did it go? Oh, I did pick it up. It just looked like I didn't. Just a couple of rocks. We didn't miss anything. Alright, let's get all this copper. And I have to leave the icon on the screen until we get all the copper out, otherwise it's going to keep adding it. And hopefully we get into this stone enough that we don't hear the rain as loud as it is. Is this going to be a small deposit? No, it's got to be going up. Or down. That works too. And that makes me think that there could be some over here. But there isn't. Alright, and then I'm gonna guess that the rest of this is a little bit further down. There's no way it was just that little bit. There's some. You can already see that. We can't see what's behind this. Alright, prospect choice. Or time, I mean. Trace amount, so there's a little bit of copper somewhere. I'm not gonna keep looking for it. We got about as much as I was expecting to find. Let's go and get that little bit from up here. No, this is a lot. No, it's only 3 pieces. Never mind. I was gonna say, this is a lot more than I was expecting. Since we're home, let's go take this back. Ah, some of our berry bushes are ready. We're not gonna eat them right away. Alright. Hammer. How much copper do we get? Not enough for the tin yet. Put the honey in there. How is this doing? 13 days. And then years for the other stuff. Don't need the hammer on me. Let's put the dirt away. Actually, let's not put the dirt away. try to fill in a little bit more of this, see if we can get it all. I don't think we have enough dirt on our hand to do the whole thing. This is the outline for the road. Okay, we can at least fill in this layer. We don't have enough dirt on our hand right now without going back and grabbing more to do the entire thing. At least I don't think we do. No, we're definitely running out. We might need just one more stack though. Maybe we keep going? Yeah, I don't think it would hurt us to do one more stack and see how much we have left over afterwards. We only need a couple more pieces. You know, I'll wait until we dig up that amount. Let's head out. Actually, let's go over here and see if there's any more copper down here. Since we have the prospecting pick now, we can see trace amount. So there is a small amount of copper somewhere around here. It looks like it went up here. But it also looks like we're not getting any more. Alright, so I'm gonna say that there's no more in this area. And we're just gonna get rid of this. And this. And let's head out and grab more. Good luck, Gino, catching the ball like Pokemon. Spiel. Wow, right here it's all sunny, but at home it's not. So there's a little bit of copper right off front of this ruin, which we found really early in. Actually, it looks like we're not going to that ruin. No, we are. Oh, we also have a tree with a hole. We marked it, though, so we already have that. Oh, this must be the first hole in the tree that we found. Oh, that's amaranth. And a pine tree seed. Pumpkin, onion, cabbage, we've had those before. But that's amaranth. Bald cypress, that's a cool white wood. And the amaranth is... the other seed type that we need for a green. I am going to plant this here. Okay, the copper was quite literally right in front of this ruin, which opened up because the drifter opened it. We did nothing to it. I guess we could get the metal scraps from this. Age lectern. I think we grabbed everything that's useful. We can't do anything with this book. I don't know where it went. Can't do anything with this book. Oh, it just went in our inventory. Okay. This is pretty much just a prisoner area. Those are chains. I thought that was metal scraps like this. What do I use to break this faster? Oh, it is a pickaxe. It just doesn't have the sound. The sound to match, I mean. Yeah, this is our way of getting over early into the game with no items. Pile of bones right there. That's apparently a lectern. Surprised that I'm finding a lot of metal. That's a ruined lectern. That's not what I wanted. We don't need that. I was trying to get those. When we first came in here, I was expecting these doors to shut on me. And they didn't. We did get a strong drifter that popped out of here. An aged book. Which has nothing on it. And that is where we got some clothing. Alright, let's run out of here. Can I see those wolves? No, but I can see resin that we marked. I don't think I noticed this over here. So that has a pot. This looks like it goes up. Oh, there's a vessel right here. With grain. Rice grain. Okay, maybe there's more to this area than I thought. I do want to get all this stone path. But we do not have enough room unless I get rid of the stones here. Because this means that there's less that I have to make. I accidentally touched the clay underneath, so now that is the waypoint. Could there be something underneath here? Because that is just a ruined stove. This looks like it could have something below it, but I doubt it. Yeah, it's just a foundation, I guess. More dirt right here. Or stone path, I mean, not dirt. Pretty sure I just heard a drifter, but I don't see any yet. Alright, I'm gonna look over here for any more stone path. Because if we go to the gate entrance, I think there can be. But there isn't. Alright, let's take all this back home. So to come back again for the copper that's here. I hear a wolf chasing me. I don't see a wolf though. Alright, just over here on the other side of these leaves should be our tunnel. I'll bring the torches out again for you guys so you can see. We're definitely curving away from that town. Oak, charcoal, low, empty, empty. Did we not put our paths out here? No, we didn't. But we're gonna. Alright, let's go inside and plant these. Scrap, parts, bald cypress. Okay, all of that went in there. That can go in there. Metal scraps is a new thing. And grain goes out here. Okay, seeds. 1 P and 2 N's. Add that to the ends, or to the P's, and these are the ends. Alright. Go get that copper, finally. I should probably start planting the tree seeds that we have, so that we can get a farm going. I am a little worried that the redwood tree needs to be 4 blocks total, or 4 seeds total in a square. Either that, or when you do the 4 seeds in a square, that makes it a large redwood tree. I'm not sure which is true. That is a big pine tree. That's the resin tree, so that means this is the spot with the copper, hopefully. Oh, right there. Look at that. It was spot on right where it told us it was. Seems like there's quite a bit here too, hopefully. Set a nice big chunk right here in the center. Usually they're flat like a pancake. This is more like a cookie. Alright, this should be the last of it. I'm not gonna expect it to be, you know, hidden in the stone like they usually are, because this seems more like a rounded orb deposit. If anything, could be hidden behind these. But I wouldn't expect it to be. Especially since that says nothing nearby. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, on to the next one. complete those. It looks like east, or not east, west is next. That's flax. We're gonna come back for that. I should be able to remember that it's near a ruin. Now here are our bees. Those mushrooms look different. Alright, we should be getting close to the copper over here. I do remember we came here for something earlier. Oh, hello, wolf. There's a wolf right in front of us. Oh, now it's coming after us. And it killed us. I didn't even get one hit on it. Alright, this might be enough for us to start. It's definitely enough for us to start the next bit of bronze. If I toss this back in there, sort, we want 2 stacks, and this wants to be 112. And then we need 32. We can do it from brown coal. I think that's all we need. Let's bring this outside so that it gets cooled down quicker after before. Alright, in here. We don't need this much brown coal, but I also don't know exactly how much we do need. This only has 7 more minutes, so by the time this is done, that should be done as well. We'll have the ability to make some iron. Trying to think of where I should go for medium fertility soil. Maybe we go out to here and grab that soil while our stuff is cooking. I just want to do something that's close by. And it looked like this little portion of dirt is not on the same level. So it's this area. This is a small pyre. Which ends up connecting over here. Alright, either way, we're gonna take the dirt from right here. Once I find the edge. Oh, that's the cave. I'm gonna first dig out the edge of the cave so I don't run into it again. And this is all for the farm. Looks like some of it fell down. We're gonna have to go down there and get it. I don't know exactly how much I need. I'm pretty sure I need maybe 6 stacks of dirt. I'd be surprised if I needed more than that. much red clay is in this area? Jeez. We found even more red clay over here. Alright, now I'm just gonna go up and down one at a time. And the bronze shovel is almost fast enough to let me keep walking as I'm digging. So I'm thinking maybe the iron shovel will allow me to keep walking as I dig. Alright. Do that, that way the next 2 stacks get put in my hotbar. And we'll be able to see how much we're getting. Hopefully we won't get hit by the lightning. I'm gonna get rid of this clay marker because we don't need that. We also don't need these. We already know they're there. Alright, now we're near the pyre again. And what I'm gonna do is try to make it look still natural. So occasionally I'll cut close to it, but for the most part I'm giving it 1 extra block at its base. Yeah, we'll give it that extra there. Okay, surely this is enough. We'll come back over time and make that look prettier. Alright, where did we leave off? We have this big area. It looks like I filled in almost everything over here. Two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And this should be the last amount of water that is able to currently run in this whole entire area. I think we may have actually picked up more dirt than we need. And then we have extra, because I don't think we need more. I'm jumping around. It's getting a little bit easier for me to see. I heard a loud bang. I think it was my heaters turning on. Yeah, it was. Sounded like someone was knocking on my door. Let's fix the crown. Let's get rid of all these ferns now. I heard you. There's a Bothorn in the house. Okay, let's move all these saplings. So that they're not in the way. I'm gonna place this one right there. And this one way out here, right there. Alright, where is this Bothorn? Must be up top. Yep. Surprisingly, I killed it. I'm gonna leave it there to despawn. Alright, I think I got all of the saplings that are not on the separation area. If they are in the separation spot, it doesn't matter. I forgot these two ferns. I knew there was another farm plot that had ferns in it. I just couldn't figure out where it was. Alright, now we need the hoe. Let's check on our stuff. Welcome in, Southern Fin. In 1 second, I'll check on your message. Now, let's do it from the safety of our home. And Piku, welcome in, both of you. And a wonderful last day of 2025 to you as well. Speaking of an amazing day, we had forgot to celebrate our 1-year anniversary of our story last Friday, the day after Christmas. I did that, I forgot because, you know, it's the day after Christmas. But we started the 26th of December of 2024. We've been going for a full year now. So this Friday, in 2 days, we are going to be doing a 12-hour stream where we play a few episodes of Stone to Space. It's going to still be Vengeance Story. I should probably pause so that the game's not... No, let's unpause so that we're still cooking our stuff. One episode I'm going to keep as about 4 hours, so we might do 3 episodes. We might only do 2 and... you know, do something together where it's like a multiplayer game, chat can join in, play with me or something. We'll figure it out on Friday. We're definitely going to be doing at least the first 4 hours of the stream being Vintage Story, and then afterwards we'll do it from there. We'll figure out what we're doing from there, I mean. Piku, Happy New Year to you as well. May 2026 grant us with more games in our library and more time to enjoy them. I agree. You're welcome, Southern Fin. It's always a pleasure being in your chat and raiding in, saying hi. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing this story thing for another year. We are getting close to me being able to do the streams on the model car pretty soon. Or not the model car, the model trains. So we'll be having extra streams in between Stone to Space where we do some model train stuff. A little bit of shenanigans. Right. I don't think we need that in our offhand anymore. I think it's pretty bright out. This is now done. We probably didn't need that little bit of brown coal. I think I just wasted some. But anyway. Whoa, what the heck? I've never had that happen before. Did we lose any? 125. We did. Okay, so don't have a ceramic pot outside when you do this. If we keep this in there, we can reheat it. But now we have to make a whole new anvil mold. Which we did at the beginning of the stream, so this is going to take even more time. Why is it not autofilling? There we go. That, I never knew that was a thing. I mean, it makes sense. You're putting a hot metal into a ceramic mold and having it get cooled by the rain. But then why doesn't it break the other molds? I don't know. Anyway, Southern Finn, you're welcome. I will always help out a friend by raiding in or any other sort. The mold breaking was new. Are you sure, Southern Finn? I think it broke because you came in. I'm more upset that we lost bronze in that breaking. Because we have an extra 25 pieces of bronze in our hand. And then there was 40 pieces left in the crucible along with the other ingot, full ingots that we could make. That's not going to make a full ingot. Coded, we'll find out. I don't know, Southern, I think you did it. I think while I wasn't looking, you came over and you put a little crack in it. And then you ran away and hid. Oh, there's a Butterfree in chat. We've had Butterfree before. Okay, catch, Ultra Ball. I should be almost out of the balls. Butterfree is a Pokemon that I had in one of the games where it had a move that throws a powder in the air that makes your Pokemon fall asleep. And then I had another move called Dream Eater. So while someone is asleep, it does damage and it heals from it. So like if it does 20 points of damage to the other Pokemon, it heals the Butterfree 20 points of damage. So just imagine you're out in the wilderness, a large butterfly makes you fall asleep, and then you wake up damaged while it's just sitting there. Have fun lurking, Southern Fan. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. I hope to see you again soon. Alright, this should be the last layer. And I caught Butterfree, nice. Alright, this is actually the last layer. This upsets me. We wasted a lot of red clay on this. I wonder if we put all the tin bronze in here. Okay, maybe I was wrong about the last layer. If we put all the tin bronze in here and then pick it up and move it outside, maybe then it won't shatter? I don't know. All I know is that we have enough tin still in the crucible that we can... Can I just, like, right-click it? I can. And the fire clay is ready even though we can't use it. Alright, we're just gonna put that right here. Okay, that's all the branches we need. We need a type of fuel. Let's just do these for now. This really does annoy me, chat. That's gold, that's not bronze. Because we can't even reheat that in this. Alright, what were we doing before we came back for the metal? I think we were going out looking for copper. No, we made bronze from the copper. We were doing this, but we're done that now. I want to keep a stack of it, but not all of it. Right. Oh, we were coming over here to make a couple hose. Do I make it out of copper or do I make it out of bronze? Let's make 2 out of bronze. I think I can use brown coal to do this. I've actually tried. Oh, yes, I can. Look at that. Then we should be able to pick this up and use the hammer to break it apart into copper, right? Is that a thing? You can do it to most things. I'm not sure if this will work. Maybe I need a chisel as well. That's a knife. That's another hammer. That's a chisel. I do this, this. Oh, well, the chisel just turns it into copper ingots. But does this turn into bits? No. But we do get 8 ingots from it. So we lose 100 pieces of copper in doing that. That's good to know. We can at least break that apart later on. I don't remember the working temperature of this. 475, these are ready. I'm not ready though. Alright, this is a spear. We need a hoe. I know it's a weird shape. Oh, here it is. Didn't mean to rotate it like that, but I will. We're gonna make 2 of these just because I don't know how much a bronze hoe is going to be used in the making of our new farms. This flint hoe is only going to be able to do like 4 blocks and then it's done. While that's cooling down for a few seconds, I'm going to place this back along with the hammer. And then we don't have to bring the bronze picks out, because when this breaks, it's just going to move. Alright, we do need to move the bees. Where do I want to place the bees for right now? I put them over here? No, I think we're going to move the berries at some point in the future. So the bees, let's put them over here. How much space do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's go. Oh, you're on the outside portion. Okay. Let's go 1 block in from here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's on a lower point. We're just gonna fill it in. It's only a couple pieces of dirt. Do have to get rid of all these though, because I don't think we can place the leaves on top of them. I think they're both decoration blocks, and it won't let you override one decoration block from another. Alright, what I'm going to do first is move all the flowers, and then we'll move the skeps over there afterwards. Do the leaves move around in my hand? I don't know. Because it looks like they're blowing in the wind while being in my hand. And if that's true, that's a cool touch. I'm pretty sure the skeps have to go into our backpack slots. So we're only going to bring over 3 at a time. And that's it. Okay, so starting right here. That should be right, and then I just go, oh, wait. It's 2 blocks. Because we're going 2 blocks this way as well. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Making sure that the holes don't have anything in them. Okay. So get rid of this. Can't put it in the inventory, gotta leave it on the ground. So I'm gonna walk over to the skeps and just throw it somewhere. That way we can go like this and this. And we're gonna go 1 and 2. Okay, the beads did just come out. And then the last 2. Then we come back for our baskets. Which go right into our offhand. Look at that. Okay, now the next step for us is to check on nothing actually, because we need to reheat this. And that has 12 more minutes. You're not supposed to be there. Okay, let's get rid of all the grass. I don't think we're gonna need to cut grass for a while. For pit kill and stuff. So I'm not worried about using the knife on this at all. Or the scythe, which does the same thing. That's the, and this is the separation guide. And I'm doing this so that I can actually see where I have to till. That's separation. And hopefully no grass grows while I'm doing it. Alright, let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that did break, so it's 1 block per durability, which makes sense. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. There is a milkery in chat if anyone wants one. We've definitely seen it at least once before. I don't know if anyone's got it. Why do I see white here on the map? Like it's a cave entrance. That's odd. I haven't decided on if we're going to follow the same order for the nutrients in the ground like we are with the vegetables, or if the grain area is going to be slightly different. We could make them match. We don't really have to. Okay, that's the middle point of the entire farm plot. I don't know if I want to make you guys sit through all this again. I think I might do the rest of the farm plots while we're not streaming. I'll finish this one up since we're close to the end. We'll check in on the pit kiln, see if that crucible thing is ready. The anvil mold, I mean. If it's not, we'll start doing more, but then we'll come back and check on it. And we'll stop when that's ready, so that we can reheat up our bronze. I should probably start reheating it now. So no matter where that anvil is on being ready, we're gonna reheat the metal for it. Unfortunately, this has grass on it. Luckily, I was able to get the right spot. And that whole thing took about less than half of the durability, so I think about half durability left on the next one. 8 hours. Let's put about half in here. Heat it up. 8 minutes, so for me it'll be 1:22 when that's ready. The metal's gonna be done way before then. Should probably not heat it up then. Let's wait until 8. We'll wait until 20 after. In the meantime, let's break more of this up. Most of this was placed in dirt, so there's not too much grass to get rid of, thankfully. Okay, that's the edge. So if we just keep going this way. Okay, that's all the grass. Why is this crown continuing to fall that way? Is it the way that I'm sitting? Maybe. Alright, we have about 5 more minutes. Let's see if we can get this farm plot done in that 5 minutes. And then our anvil mold should be ready. Or no, it won't be ready in 5 minutes. In 4 minutes, we'll start cooking the iron, or not the iron, the bronze. Get that reheated. It's a shame that you can't put more into the crucible when it's not a full. Like, I have nuggets. It has room. I should be able to put the nuggets in and reheat it. But you can't. Alright, I think I'm falling in the chair too much. Let me readjust. There we go. Maybe now I'll stop falling. Ah, I just broke the dirt. Luckily I can place it back in. Press the wrong button on the mouse. Okay, we should be getting close to halfway. More grass already. Even more grass. That should be from the dirt that's turning into a grass block. Alright, this should be the halfway point. We got 2 minutes left before we go and check on stuff. We still didn't break the first bronze hoe. We're definitely going to break it on the next farm plot. And I think I'm gonna start eating some of the berries that we're growing. Because we're about to start starving. Alright, that's the end of that farm plot. We now have 6 ready to go, and we're at the 20-minute mark of the hour. So just to check this, should have 4 hours. Okay, maybe my timing is off. I thought every in-game minute was a second. But this does seem to be cooking slower. So maybe it's a little bit more. We'll wait another 2 minutes, and then we'll do more. In the meantime, we're gonna pick all the berries. I tried waiting a little bit longer so that they would all be on the same timer. But we'll just wait until next time. If every time they're ready we wait a little bit longer, eventually they will all be on the same timer. Okay, now I'm at the point where I'm eating it and I won't be getting saturation from it. Who has a drifter in the door? Seems like it's always this house. Trying to kill it with this ruined dagger so that it breaks. There we go. And I heard a portal. Yeah, I can see it right there in the grass. Are there any more in here? We're gonna have to do something about this building. Should probably spend some time making sure that everything has light inside it. Alright, now are you at 2 hours? No, you're at 3. So for Peat, it looks like every 2 minutes is 1 hour, which means that it has another 6 minutes before it's ready. Which is at least enough time to do one more plot of land. And we're going to be getting closer to the portal, unfortunately. Hopefully we don't get ambushed too much. We're definitely going to get attacked. There's no escaping that. Oh, we Where did they come from? Hello. Well, that was quick. Wasn't expecting to kill him that quickly. I think that did the weird thing where it hits them double, even though you only hit them once. I don't know if I made that sound like anything, if it made sense at all. Maybe a critical hit would be a better description of what I'm talking about. And I think I hear a boat's horn. Yes, I do. You're gonna hit me one more time before I kill you. I can see you. And now there's a drifter on my butt. Well, I got one boat's horn. I didn't get both. Wait a minute, we have a bed. We could be sleeping through this. We've never slept through the night. And if you look at the bottom left corner, that's telling us the time. Actually, hold on, that's sleeping. Sleeping through this. Yeah, we just ran past that time. Let's put this in there. This in here. Back in our offhand. This in there. This goes back up. This comes back down. I'm gonna put the rest of the berries in here. Why can't I switch tools? You're not allowed to come in my house and hit me and then run away. That's not how this works. Congrats, June, on catching the bird. Could've sworn I heard something, but I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna put this here now. We're just waiting until this is warmed up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to get back up to 1,100 degrees. I wonder what makes it called dark brown ceramic crucible. Is it because we made it out of red clay? As though if we made it out of blue clay it would be a different color? I don't know. Alright, they should just pop over at some point. It definitely does not have to get all the way up to 2,400 degrees. Could we start using it now? Yes, we can. Look at that. Did a little bit of glitch. Or it didn't fill in all the way. Okay, that's all 900. Now we run into the issue of this only having 9 ingots left on it before it fills half a mold. Five, 6, and it broke. 7, 8, 9. And another one broke. And another... Wait, what the heck is... This never happened before. Okay, I guess it's a chance that it breaks. Well, let's pour this in and see what happens. Obviously, and that broke both. Okay. Could you not? I'm busy here. Alright, we are gonna go in here and grab all of our nuggets. Try to make this as even as we can. Actually, if I grab 1, 2, 3, that makes it even completely. And then we have 3 bits that are extra. Alright, now we need to make how many molds? 6 molds. Luckily, this shouldn't take too long. We are waiting for the crucible to cool down. Not the crucible, the anvil mold to cool down so we can actually start using that anvil. Thought I heard another noise, but I didn't. This should be the last layer. From what I remember, the ingot molds are only 3 layers high. That's the first 3. Now the last 3. Then I think we can only put 4 ingot molds at a time in the pit kilns. We're going to need to make more planks if we're going to keep using the planks for it. Alright, last line of clay. And that's done. Throw this back in there. What does that mean? Oak. Grab this, run out here. Oh, we ran over the fire pit. I thought we got hit. Birch. Oak right here? Yes, it is. Turn this into a bunch of planks. That's definitely more planks than we need. Oh, can we only put 2 in at a time? I thought we could put 3 in at a time. Okay. Alright. Let's fill this all up with grass. Can I put grass in here? Oh, I don't have enough in my inventory. Come here. They're gonna keep shooting me at my home. You don't die. You don't live. Okay, them in there. And however many of these that they need. The rest go in here. I should be able to stack all of them. I know I made more than 2 blocks. But apparently I can't stack them all in there, which is fine. There's only a little bit more. Maybe not. Okay, there's a lot more than I thought. What's going on with this crucible? Okay, I have 5 things in there. I do not want to keep placing them out here if they're gonna have a chance of breaking. So instead, we're gonna make it a little bit difficult to walk around in here. It does look like our anvil is ready. That there, this, here. This goes in there, sort. You know, I don't need the prospecting pick open at all times. See, most of our berries. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and do that. We need firewood. Oh, I didn't mean to grab all of it. I meant to put stuff away. This berry was almost ready. We actually need more. There we go. That should be all the wood that we need. Do I have to crouch for this? Not everything needs you to crouch in order to light it, but I guess the pit kilns do. Like, it'll sell you to crouch and light it, but for example, the fire pits, you don't have to crouch. Okay, 4 more ingots, so we just replaced the 4 things that we made earlier. Oh! I was like, what is getting snuffed out? And it was something catching on fire, not being snuffed out. Okay, so over here, we have some hot ingot molds. That must be broken in order to get the ingot, or the mold out of there. That's why we don't have the mold for this guy. How do I pick you up? Do I have to break you? I guess I do. So we have that now. Chisel. Break this down. This can go in here for when we need it. And now we get the luxury of finding where I put the... Oh, the bricks are outside. Oh, I grabbed 1 extra by accident. If we go like this, we get at least 1 bloomery. And since there's only 1, it's not going to matter where I put it because it's probably going to break. So I'm going to place it here. And what temperature does this have to get to? It actually doesn't say. And also, we did not break any of this down. So this is probably going to make even more iron than currently is shown. So if I just start taking these... Yep, we're going to run out of space. Let's go like this. I didn't. I guess it's not going past a whole stack. Should I break it all down or should I let it sit? We can combine all of that and actually move that over here. Ah! If I put that there. No, that's the wrong one. So many things are happening. Alright, if I look here and here, should be able to go like this. We'll sort it afterwards. And then if I go like this and use Alt to turn, that's not what I meant to bring up, but okay. It's going into the wrong chest. Alright, let's break this all down again. Did I already break? No, the hammer's over here. Wrong way. Now I broke the hammer. So we are probably going to fill maybe 3 stacks, or 3 chests, not stacks, just out of iron blooms. If I just hold the button, no, okay. We're going to break another hammer. So I should probably fit everything in here and then... What if I just sit here and let me pick everything up? And then we just go like this. Oh, that's full. Look at that. Yeah, we're definitely fitting more in here than we have, or storage available. It's like down close to picking up everything from here. It is getting smaller. Alright, that's the last bit of it. For now. We need to turn some of these into hammers. Before I make a hammer, I do need a spare. I do not have a spare yet. I also think we should make some more tool racks. Is it just this? This, maybe? It is, okay. So, anything that has to do with doing ingots goes over there. Put this here. Grab one of these. Grab this, because that has to be switched with the hammer. Eat a little bit more berries. Alright, that's not closed yet. Okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna need a third chest. I mean, technically, we already do have a third chest filled. Is there an empty chest in here? No, I think I took the last empty chest. If we were to move all this stuff into here... maybe a couple things down below. We could move these to this chest. Move all of this stuff to the bottom chest. I also just realized that I have stone in my offhand. Open this back up, sort it. This in there. I don't want these being sorted though. Actually, we have space over here. That's a knife. I want to be able to tell. Okay, this should 100% be hot enough. I need 2 hammers. They look like a little nub. Oh, almost ran right into the fire. Alright, we'll throw these in here. Make our next 2 hammers. Oh, this back up there. Let's just get back to this. I want to do it over here so that I don't misclick. Okay, broke 1 hammer. I expected that. Alright, and this is the last of the iron. Okay, so new hammer, spare hammer. Everything else stays in my inventory. These, on the other hand, we're gonna hopefully be able to pick up everything and put it in the chest. I don't know how close to full it's gonna be. Alright, that's a full chest. We have 70 pieces more than a full chest. Than a full 3 chests. Wait a minute. Okay. First, let's take these back outside. That's where I want them to be anyway. Hey, Bloomery. look for... the iron guide again. I don't think it's part of progression. Like copper, bronze, iron age. Make sure you have enough coal or charcoal. But doesn't specify if it needs to be regular coal or if brown coal is good enough. Iron ore nuggets and coal into bloomery, then ignite it. In one game day later, the bloomery will stop burning and you can break it to acquire iron blooms. The iron blooms have to be worked on an anvil to create wrought iron ingots, which in turn can be worked into tools. The anvil must be bronze tier or higher, so we did that. And then we could do this mechanically with a health hammer. You encounter meteoric iron along your journey. Have a firm grip on iron working. Be wise to construct an iron anvil through smithing, which allows you to work meteoric iron for a roughly 20% boost in tool durability. Or we can go into steel, which is 2.5 times the durability compared to iron. It does have a hefty guide to it though. So it looks like we can put in any type of coal into here. What am I hearing going on in the house? Even the cats are looking at my door. I don't know. We took the stuff there. Alright, do I have to shift? It looks like brown coal does not in fact work here. So we're gonna have to use charcoal. I want to grab all of it out of here, since we're going to have to use it for the bloomery. Because I know charcoal goes in here. Or maybe the iron goes first. And I'm going to grab an extra stack just to make sure that I put enough in. Okay, that still not letting brown coal go in there. It is letting in the charcoal after the iron goes in. That's not too much of an issue. And then that says 10 hours, which could be 10 minutes. But I have no idea if it is or not. Should I sort the iron? There's no point to it. Okay, we are slowly getting too big for this house. Which means that we should be moving our different work-related things out of our main house. Bitcoin's going to be going for a little bit longer. Should we move our crops around? I think we should. I think it's time that we harvest these. We could start making stews. I kind of want to wait for more than one type of vegetable though. Okay, then these should all be one stage away. I don't think any of the carrots are ready yet. Some of them are, actually. What was right here? There's no... Okay, it looks like I skipped a thing there. Didn't mean to throw out our dirt. So let's put the carrot there, and we'll run down here, put carrots back in here. Turnips, they're going to be replanted. Just not in the same spot. Hopefully by the time we finish this plot of land, the next plot will have some open spaces. Like when we fill a plot, we're going to switch to a different plot, and this already has an open area. So it wouldn't be too difficult to just add in the next plant onto this area. Hopefully that works out. I'm going to put all of this away. All this goes in there. And I think it may be time for us to start getting into a butchery system. So let's take a check. Actually, I can do this from inside so we can hear each other. I'm pretty sure that noise outside is loud. So we have about 6 different buildings here. We have the house that we're currently living in, the house that I was turning into the farmhouse, the one that I was going to turn into the blacksmith. We have this broken one, which kind of is 2 buildings with a little castle crosswalkway. We have this one, and we have this one, which is near the cave. I could make that a masonry, where anything stone related goes on through that building. Kind of split up the workload. So 1, 2, 3 jobs. We could make someone who makes logs and wood related stuff a woodworker. Carpenter, that's the word I was looking for. And then what else could we split apart? A food processor? Somebody with processing food could go over here. Since we were going to turn this tall one into the windmill anyway. And I could 100% look up what this was supposed to look like before ruined. I can get up here. There we go. Because this is 100% a walkway between the 2 buildings. Okay, there's just a bunch of spider webs in here. This is a relatively skinny building. And also, all these roofs are made out of fire clay. I'm definitely not going to make fire clay roofs. That would take too much of our resources. Did I already know about this entrance? I think I did. I think it may be time to spend more time fixing up the town in the next stream. Can I get out of here? I don't think I can get out of here without breaking something. So I don't know, maybe on Saturday we spent a lot of time fixing up the entire town. Okay, that is sand. So that must be on this. I thought maybe there would be something special underneath that, but there isn't. Because we have iron going. Am I making that a high fertility? No. Or medium, I mean. That's how low. I don't know what to do, chat. Besides doing the rest of the farmland off stream. Actually, we have rubble storage for all that. Granite and gravel. That's not how you put gravel in there. Say control or shift? It's shift. I got rid of all it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid out. The Bloomery still has 7 hours, so probably by the time that I'm done... By the time that I'm done with the farmland, that's Bloomery's probably gonna be done, so... When we come back... we will have something to do right away. Don't hit me. I'm definitely gonna have to come in here and put the torch holders. I don't think we can avoid it anymore. Let's go do that now so I don't forget. As far as I know, I just need 4 planks, like that, then like this. Some orientation, there we go. We actually have exactly 5 torches, so let's make 1 more so I have a spare afterwards. And then we'll go around, we'll do a couple rooms. I think I can do all 5 in here, actually, now that I think about it. We put 1 right here. 1 right here. Or this over here in the corner. Then if we make sure the front door is shut, we come in here, we could put 1 in here with the chickens. And then the last 2 go upstairs. Which may or may not be lit up enough. Not sure. But hopefully that keeps the monsters out of this building. Now we just have to worry about the next one. And I wonder if they're choosing the buildings that are more built on purpose, rather than the ones that are more ruined. I'm not sure, chat. But this is where we're going to end it. What would we say was the most achieved thing? We have this getting ready. We ran around a bit. I guess I should take a picture of us doing the iron. Because I could take a picture of all of the... Hold on. Can I open all of these chests and hover over this? I can! We can see all the iron and the fact that we're cooking iron all in one shot. This is definitely what we're going to take a screenshot of. Come on, computer. What's going on here? Oh, it's on not what I wanted it on. There we go. Okay, we have our screenshot. Let's save the game, leave the game, close the game.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch on Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 AM EST to 12:30 PM EST, and on Sundays from 10 AM EST to 2 PM EST.